Oh, are we in trouble? There we go. Hey, everybody's hashtag WrestlePals, just in case. Welcome to your weekly dose of enjoying the theme. Hey, look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin. As you know, and I know you do, he is a real man of science.
A real man of science.
That's real. That's not. That's some Foley work right there. Look at that.
I forgot you took apart the.
I thought I had it all situated. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, that needed to be reset because it got taken apart.
Okay.
I forgot.
I'm sorry.
No, those are things I should know. I've been doing this long enough.
Nathan's liable to break stuff. It happens. Oh yeah. I'm speaking of that jerk. I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate.
No wonder people kept dipping out. I was playing the HBIC song and people are like, "Nah."
Aw.
They didn't hear it. Hashtag commitment.
Oh.
Very good point. Hashtag commitment.
Have you seen this woman?
Live is most wanted, by the way. Hashtag live is most wanted.
The new thing for her is she's done that before. Not to jump right into. I'm not trying to get like to your live update or anything. I'm just saying. And she's being a little cryptic on the Twitter.
No, I think she's addressed this because people thought she was being negative, and she's like, "No, I'm as happy as ever. I'm just smart. I'm trying to get on TV, like get people talking about me."
It's crazy. We have a women's Money in the Bank match this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And do we have a women's tag match set for it?
No.
Weird. Good thing we got those.
Mm.
So we have all these.
Oh,
what?
Don't get me started on that.
We got all these ladies participating in the card. Not a single member of the Riot Squad, if that is even still a thing.
It's not.
What?
Nope.
When did this happen?
Although they are doing the reunion tour over in Europe right now.
Oh?
Liv and Rue were tagging.
Hey, that's not bad.
Getting beat up by Divas of Doom.
Where's Sarah? The backwoods?
Yes.
Of?
Doing Viking stuff.
Viking training back in the back.
The backwoods of Iceland.
My people.
Yeah, mine too. Strangely enough. Love the new Bray Wyatt. I don't know if we'll get there. We've got plenty of stuff to talk about. But Marco Hanley asked, "What do you think of Bray Wyatt?" Oh, so good.
It's weird. It's almost like there's some storytelling happening.
Oh my god, it's wonderful.
It's
You know what I didn't notice? Because here I put it in the gimmick here.
A damn rambling rabbit, no selling, dismemberment.
Good for him.
I know, right?
Where's the gimmick?
Which one's that?
Not this one. Not this one. This one. I didn't notice Mercy was wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Not just any Hawaiian shirt. That's a Waylon Mercy Hawaiian shirt. Oh, weird. It's almost like it's the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Bray for that's a terrible Afghan, by the way. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
They're behind Ramblin' Rabbit. That's awful.
I love Ramblin' Rabbit. I'm glad he's not dead.
Well, okay. That invested like 2 weeks in?
Yes.
He did nothing but talk garbage. Poorly, by the way. And he got dismembered.
Uh-huh.
Then he no-sold it.
Uh-huh.
What is the imagery? What is happening here? I'm sure it all means something. Sorry, I don't mean to jump into the Bray conspiracies, but there be Bray conspiracies.
I love this new Bray because now he's out in the open. Like, he's having fun on Twitter and stuff. Like, I mean, he's no Big E, but he's out there having some fun.
Oh, we will discuss Big E.
We have plenty to talk about
at
with Big
length
E.
and width and girth
and chest.
It's not safe for work. Okay. So you see the weird thing Bray did where he was like, "Hey guys, don't know if you've noticed, I hit a promo inside my promos.
Yeah.
Shame none of y'all found it."
Yeah.
And then ended up being...
Somebody called him out, and he's like, "Yeah, well, Tool did it with an album, and it took forever for somebody to find it, so you're wrong."
Jesus.
Did you read what the end product was?
Do you have that?
I can scroll down and find it. What makes you smile? I know you're listening. Let me in. We don't belong here. What happened to you was such a tragedy. Limbo is no place for a soul like yours. I believe I found the answer. The angel with the burnt wings is waving you on home.
I know less now.
That was 8 consecutive weeks in 2015.
In 2015.
Uh-huh. Backstage promos. So that would have been leading up to Undertaker at Mania. Christopher Brown, this new Bray Wyatt persona screams Heath Ledger as Joker, but it also begs the question, when he's ready to come back into the ring, who's his first opponent? Now, on that note, I hope he doesn't have one for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw Bully Ray post this, and I was like, yeah.
What was that? Were you like, what?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not trying to make you be a dancing monkey here, but take a drink. It's cool. I want you to give me one of those one more time. What were you like?
No. So, Bully Ray's
You're right.
on Busted Open,
Yeah.
he said, no, what I want this Bray to do is terrorize the WWE roster. Because he's put out tweets saying, hey, Shield guys, I know the one guy left, but if you need a third,
He's
I'm
trying
a
to be
good guy now.
He's trying to be friendly.
Yeah, he's like, if you need a third member for the Shield, I'll do it. And he's, P.S., I miss you too, John Moxley.
What?
Yeah.
It just doesn't care.
Just doesn't care.
That's great.
Yeah. But
When the hell did this happen? Was it just since Monday? He's gone insane?
Twitter.
Yeah. After Monday, it's if you haven't seen it, look at that.
1 day ago.
All right, so as soon as the character was introduced finally, that's when he got free reign to be whatever the hell he is.
Yeah. But Bray's response to Bully was, you get me, Bubba.
Is he doing an Iron Sheik impression?
Is it just me, or does this autograph look fake? Like, he's just out there having fun. This is fake, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Look how close this is to my bestest and favorite GIF.
What the hell is that?
It's the same scene. Way to go, Bray Wyatt and WWE. I get let the boy watch. But do you know how close that is to, I can feel it down in my plums.
For Christ's sake. Is that still your favorite? Are you still obsessed with that one?
It's no longer daily, but it is still one of my favorites. Actually, I think Bret Hart is my new favorite.
Which Bret Hart?
Like the
Sexy Bret?
Yeah. Yeah. No, but Bray is a lot of fun on Twitter all of a sudden. Wyatt also responded to a Samoa Joe tweet. I almost 100% believe I saw that. And I don't recall at the moment.
There's just a ton happening with him.
There's just a lot happening with Bray.
Oh, God. Do you think he's been, chomping at the bit to get into this?
Mm-hmm.
Force him to be quiet for a good long time?
I think...
How long was he out? I mean, he's still technically not back, but...
When did they lose the championships last year? Matt Hardy went out somewhere around September, right? Might have been before that. Who did they lose to? Was it the Bar? And then the Bar dropped to the Shield?
Doesn't much matter after
I don't
that
remember.
point.
I'm just trying to recall because that's
weird. So, we look at Bray and Hardy. They were together there for a minute, and both were peak characters. This is fantastic. It's amazing, right? They break up. Now both of them look amazing compared to what they looked like.
Yeah.
We thought they were at peak. Nah, man.
Hey, Rich.
So, can't think of anything in particular you want for Bray right now?
I just want him to
Don't want him to build
come
into
after everybody.
Don't want him to build into a singles match and then lose right away?
No.
God, I hope he doesn't lose for a year.
Well, that's why I don't want him to have matches.
I know, right? You can't lose if you don't have a match.
I mean, people are already invested in what he's doing. Why blow that off?
Why ruin it with a
matches?
match? You know what? I feel that way about most wrestling. Why are we going to ruin this by having a match? Let's just not. Let's just enjoy the storylines. I want people to avoid matches so when they get a comeuppance, it's worth a damn.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, so Joe was saying something about Dominic, and Bray's response was perhaps it's time to teach someone how to keep a secret. Rich Embry wants to bring back the oddities. I think ICP
Who is that?
Too old.
You?
No. Everybody come see the greatest show. Gather up all juggalos and roll. Everybody come see the greatest
No, I'm good.
show. Gather up all juggalos and
Hold on.
yeah,
Stop
the
it.
way, 'cause here we come.
Stop it.
Most people don't like these
Please-
oddities.
please
Most
don't-
people would love them a shot at these.
Please don't smack my cheeks. Please don't. I would
I'm gonna
not
whip
like.
smack your cheeks.
Please no. I don't want this. It would be bad. How many of the oddities are left alive for this one? I mean, Luna's gone. John Tenta's gone. No offense
Giant
to
Silva.
I have a hard time. Cats I do don't last all that long. So it's really just
Kurgan. Kurgan's still alive.
I don't know.
He's still alive.
I don't want to Google is Kurgan alive. I don't want to get the results. I just assume he's passed peacefully in his sleep. Up in his mountain or wherever he lived, I assume. Dear Lord. Nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna whip smack your cheeks.
God damn it. Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, get your ass out the way, 'cause here we come.
Do you hope we get more of just these weird vignettes?
I mean, if he can, as long as he can keep them interesting, entertaining, absolutely.
It's felt like it's built to something. I almost wish that it had like a longer format where we just saw a. I feel like not that it was fast or anything, because you can by all means bring it back quickly. But I feel like we could have had a few more weeks of. This doesn't seem right
Before he reveals the secret.
because I enjoyed the catatonic children. Catatonic children are fantastic.
Yeah.
And they alluded to some of the things that were happening, and then all of a sudden it was there. I would have liked just a flash of the mask, like right at the end, so people are stuck like, I need to freeze frame this. I need to freeze frame this and put it up there. What the hell is this? And there's like a lot of posts coming out about that today. One of the guys that was like the conceptual artist for it said, hey, I get to finally talk about it. This is so great. Bray like texts me out of the blue and says, hey, can you do a thing for me? And I did, and then he was like, oh, you saved my career. Vince loves this. Yay, it's the best. And then it went through what's his name? Tom Savini.
Yeah.
The guy that does all the Slipknot masks and all kinds of wacky stuff. Yeah, this isn't a hey, I was down to the mask store down there in Vespucci Beach and just picked one up. This is this it's for nobody. That's for two people. One of them's right here. It's not me. This isn't just a random mask. This was designed with character in mind. This is who he wants to be, and I don't know. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be yet. It looks a lot like the. I don't know. I don't follow comics as much as I'm supposed to, or as much as I should, given the demographics I fit in. 0% Italian. The Death in the Family storyline in the Batman comics, the Joker wants his face back, and he just basically latches his face back onto his face that he cut off. Like, oh, I forgot something. Here it is. Put that back on. It looks very much like that. Like he's taking his own face off, and he's strapping it back on his head. He's did I say strap on?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Strap on, strap off, brother.
Is he gonna wrestle in the mask?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. Everybody's focused on the mask. I didn't really look at much of the rest of the attire to see if this is like new ring gear.
Yeah, very clowny. Very, very clowny.
Hey man, I'm all right. We need a new doink for this day. As long as they don't bring the projector back.
I liked the projector.
I didn't like it in the format. If it was like dark and they could kill all the lights in the arena and then throw it out there and be weird with it, cool. I was like, nope, it's daytime. Hey, look, there's bugs on the mat. Get freaked out. And Randy Orton's just like, what the hell is this? Oh, I got to sell this? All right.
$2 million. All right. Which a-hole that needs to go away do you want to start with?
Oh, my God. We get dumping into
two.
this?
Yeah.
2.
Uh-huh.
That it? That seems like a slow week for a-holes. Oh, I'm sure we have more than that.
Yeah, but 2 specific this week.
Let's go with the old timer first,
Okay.
because I don't know who the other one is.
I feel like superstar Billy Graham should just go away now. I don't need his thoughts on anything anymore.
You know, superstar Billy Graham should be hanging out with Jimmy Valiant, because Jimmy Valiant's beloved anywhere he goes, and he's very nice and a
Boogie Woogie.
Yeah, the Boogie Woogie Man. He's super duper to everyone he meets, and seems like a very lovable, likable dude with his weird old half-assed Terry Funk pants. They're awesome. Also, still wrestling somewhere right now, and he's 95 years old. It's amazing. The diametrically opposed version to that is superstar Billy Graham. Let's detail first his potentially. I'm going to use this word. This is my new favorite word because I hate it so much. Problematic.
Yeah.
What were his first problematic? Say, oh my God, you have it ready to go.
That's a different one.
Ugh, somebody's smoking downstairs.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
Right? It's insane, and they're outside, like doing like you probably should. Somehow, it's invading our airwaves. So we'll start then with what put me on the radar of just shut up. Was it was either leading into Mania or just after Mania with Kofi. Hey, do steroids, man.
No, I'm good. Really, I'm actually good. I don't need them.
Yeah.
Should be the response. Meanwhile, Kofi probably just did not respond. Was like, all right, cool. Is this something else you did?
Yeah, this is a different one that we get to sing Big E's praises about if you want to do that. And then
one will always sing the praises of Big E.
We'll close with the other thing that he did. So if you aren't following Big E on Twitter, you're wrong.
I think
wrong.
Honestly, you should unfollow all of your friends, family, and Liv Morgan, and just follow Big E.
That's also
incorrect. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be Twitter.
Hashtag Liv was there.
It should be the Big E machine.
Hashtag Liv is most wanted.
Fine, you can follow Liv, but don't turn on notifications for. Actually, don't turn on notifications for Big E because it's going to be a problem.
It is going to be a problem right now. 100% screen time.
Yes, he's going to die. I hope to God he comes back with like a pot belly and it's like I never got out of bed. He brings a bedpan with him.
Did you see him reenact the Wolverine picture?
No, I haven't. Because he's got too much going on right there.
In the cartoon, Wolverine's laying there looking at the picture of Jean Grey.
Yes.
Yeah. So he reenacted it, and of course the picture is of hashtag the Ma.
Yeah, he's infatuated with one Miss Lynch.
Yes.
It ain't Becky.
Yeah. It's kind of great.
Okay, we'll get back to the singing the praises of Big E. Let's focus on Superstar.
David Cobb asks, will we see Bray at Money in the Bank this Sunday? Probably not.
Kind of hope not. I like a good storyline that starts before a pay-per-view, doesn't have anything to do with the pay-per-view, and then continues on to the next one.
Rick Gay asks what happened to Wade Barrett. I don't know if you know this. He's not some washed up wrestler. Actually, last I knew, he was doing
his best years are ahead of him.
Yes, his best. He joined Lucha at the end of their last season.
That went well.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, we will get there, Chris. That's going to be the closer. So the one on the screen, New Day is breaking up. It appears
this is Billy Graham announcing this, by the way.
Billy Graham doing the New Day a favor of announcing to the world.
Oh, good. Thank you.
That
they can't speak for themselves. They're not amazingly well-spoken and able to get across their point by themselves.
Right.
They need this elderly gentleman to pop in and speak for them.
Yeah. New Day is breaking up. It appears that way to me, according to the Big E's latest statement. He has told the wrestling world that he has had a meniscus surgery and he will be out until 2021 or 2022.
What?
Which, by the way, after this comes out, because of course this comes out, and he's Big E, puts out a silly tweet, I'm not coming back till 2021. And the Dirts report on it. And so he responds to everybody who responds to it, just for that, I'm adding another year. 2026.
I hope I wouldn't be surprised if Big E announced he's opening up a chain of cotton candy stands. Just something goddamn ridiculous.
He's just having a blast, and I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Went to the Mayo Clinic website, because I guess that's what you do, and read that the most serious of meniscus surgeries requires only 3 to 6 months to have a full and complete recovery. So he is a lair about the time. He is a lair. About the time needed to recover from this type of injury, and apparently just doesn't want to wrestle anymore. I won't miss his ass for sure.
Miss him from what?
And then this is all from Big E's Twitter. So this is the next part where he circles, I won't miss his ass, that's for sure. And then sad.
Jesus Christ. Because that's who Big E's performing for and wants the adulation and because obviously Billy Graham's got a load of money buying all the merch, supporting, getting the word out, the Big E out.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the most because now this is just,
we'll come back to this.
That's
sorry.
why he had the gloves on.
Yes. All right. Sorry. We'll come back.
God. And then Billy Graham. God damn it. That's. Do you think he put the tights on just for that? Is that just normal? God damn. So Billy Graham comes out and says, I'm going to paraphrase only slightly. You ungrateful bastards. I've started this GoFundMe to pay for my medical bills, and you guys aren't giving me money. You jerks. Now, I've posted this, and only one person has given me $25 in the last 24 hours. I'm going to name drop him because he's obviously supporting me. Billy Steverson, you're a good fella. The rest of y'all can go screw. And here I am. I need ridiculous amount of money for my surgeries and medical bills and other stuff probably related to my health, probably. But I need that money, damn it, and you need to give it to me. And if you don't, well, obviously you're not a real fan. Not a real fan at all, so I'm going to block you from my Facebook page. And there's 5,000 of you there, and I'm only seeing like a few of you have given me money. So I've got people waiting in line to be a fan of mine on the Book of Faces. And you guys, if you haven't given money by a certain time, I'm kicking you out of the thing. And then I'm going to let some other people in who are going to be real fans. And they'll prove it by giving me money. Give me money. You jerks. I'm very humble.
Is that the way you're supposed to do this? I'm doing this all wrong.
We've been like, hey, we appreciate the support. We love and respect you. Please help us tailor our content to your liking.
Yes, help us Red Rooster our way to the top.
Gobble. The gook. I guess. I don't know, man.
I'm going to start posting every day on Facebook. Hey, give me your money or you suck. You jerks.
You risk being blocked unless you give a lot of money for my, just put in quotation marks, medical bills.
I got so many of them.
Medical bills. So many.
Superstar.
God, obviously.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Could you just either go supernova, you black hole? Just carry. Oh, dear Lord.
We'll get to the other scumbag who did scumbag things.
So that's
But now for a little bit of positivity.
Go away, man. Just
go away.
Look,
Superstar Billy Graham, go away.
We appreciate what you've done. We want to continue to appreciate you. This ain't the way to get that done. Damn, man. Damn.
Now, on the other hand,
have you given money to Billy Graham?
No.
Then you're not a real
I don't
fan.
like that page anyway.
I tried to, but there's too many ungrateful fans out there. For Christ's sake.
Nathan, this is the content I'm here for. This is the kind of content I crave. Look at this. What is he doing?
Okay. If you're just listening, it's a picture from Big E's Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, who the hell took this picture?
He did.
How? Did he?
In between his thighs.
Did he? How did the phone survive?
I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen those? Well, he had the meniscus surgery.
Three's not
Meniscus-
enough.
No, he needs an iPhone 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so the picture is Big E doing the famous Wolverine in the X-Men cartoons pose, where he's fawning over a picture of one Jean Grey. Well, this is Big E looking, I'm gonna say sad. He's in his wrestling tights,
Yes.
which is of course the equivalent, which has a picture of his own face on it,
Uh-huh.
right above. Oh, Jesus Christ! He's got yellow cleaning gloves on
Oh, God.
because Wolverine had some yellow gloves.
Uh-huh.
So this is him with his low-cost cosplay, just recreating it. There's a picture. Becky Lynch's mother. God damn it. I remember. So Becky Lynch had posted a picture of her and her mother.
Uh-huh.
And I saw that and I was like, she's a very lovely older lady. That's good for her. What? And Biggie immediately seizes on that and goes like, I ain't doing nothing. What's up? And immediately starts hitting on Becky Lynch's mother. To which Becky Lynch seems to weirdly approve of. Almost as in a I dare ya kind of way. Go ahead.
So,
I
I mean, what kind of wrestling podcast would we be if we didn't report on Big E's Twitter?
Biggie has come out and said he's up to at least 100% screen time.
Yes.
If he is awake, and he always is now,
Have you seen this?
he will be online. What is he doing?
So this is a visual representation of Charles trying to wind up E via text and tweets. Okay, so E responded to, because I thought this was wonderful. Like, this photo is Becky Lynch's mom meeting Lacey Evans.
Okay.
The plank. Get it?
Okay. Jeez.
So E, yeah.
Wait, who
yeah,
posted
plank? Becky Lynch.
Okay, so it wasn't.
She already.
I like that she's using her mom as a prop.
So
That's
Lacey
great.
Evans responds to the picture of Becky and her mother with, "Oh, what a lovely picture! I'd love to meet your mom." Becky's response, "She already did. She wasn't impressed." And E's response, "I would pay a small fortune for a photo shoot featuring Mama Lynch in a sundress." It's kind of great.
What is that weirdly wholesome? Like, oh man, if we could just get her into the Sears catalog, that would make my life peachy keen.
Here's his next
I'd
response.
be a happy feller.
"I would learn to become a cycling class instructor and offer Mama Lynch free classes just in hopes of seeing her post-workout glisten."
What?
And
I don't want to see Zumba E. Zumba E.
Becky's response, she said if she can just install pedals on you, she's willing to risk it all.
Risk all of what? What is she risking? What has happened?
And E, "Oh, she trying to ride?"
For Christ's sake.
So that was fun.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Is there a Mr. Lynch?
Yes.
Oh.
That's what she would risk. She would risk it all.
What? They're just cycling. They're really good friends.
Oh my God.
What? I've always worn a sundress. Why are you? Why? What?
It's kind of one of my favorite things on Twitter on the weekend.
You turned his Twitter header into just a sultry picture of Becky Lynch's mom?
It's the same one of her meeting Lacey Evans.
Those are sweet bangs, though.
Indeed.
I'm talking about the hair, Justin. The hair.
Indeed. Oh, God.
I want
It shouldn't be so entertaining.
I want this to work out. How much is a small fortune?
I don't know. We should ask him.
Like, well, he's
Wyatt-
online right now.
Of course he is. Wyatt says Ricochet is winning money in the bank. Biggie, one of the best interviews I've ever had.
This was before, right?
This was when he first came up. This was when he was still palling around with AJ and Ziggs.
Before or after he swatted the hell out of her and she no-sold it.
I think this was before that.
That may be my favorite story in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that it's turned out that Big E's like amazing.
Yeah.
That he's like doing his little thing, getting psyched for his match, and just swats AJ really hard. And when he thinks it's really hard, it's probably significantly harder than we think of as really hard. And AJ just takes it and smiles, knowing she's hurt. Mm.
I feel like we could tweet him and be like, yo, call in. And he would. I mean, he probably wouldn't. But I feel like we could.
Here, just go ahead and give him my phone number.
Uh-huh.
Like in public. Don't even DM, just public. Give
Oh,
him-
Woods convinced him on Monday while he was live tweeting Raw to turn on his DMs on Instagram and Twitter. He was like, I've made a grave mistake.
Who did? He said he made a grave mistake?
Uh-huh.
Nah, man. He made a Corey Graves mistake is what he did. Damn. Well, I did see that with Woods saying that, and Woods alluding to mine are always open.
Mm-hmm.
What? Hey, man. Good on you. God damn. Like, I was worried that Kofi wasn't going to be as effective without his two running buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was a little worried that it was going to be, well, it's just going to be Xavier kind of palling around with Kofi. I mean, I guess that's good. That's what it is. Kofi has come into his own as a singles star, and he's great.
Mm-hmm.
Woods is always there to back him up, and he is amazing in and of himself. We've officially got a trio of single stars or potentially amazing tag team champions with any group of the three.
Mm-hmm.
We've broken them up without breaking them up.
Yep. I guess Billy Graham was correct. 2021. I've had another year.
I will miss his ass.
Well, you know,
That's for sure.
Well, that's what was my response. Like he's not going to miss your ass, but surely he's going to miss other things like your hips.
So, as long as we're on the topic of Big E's Twitter, somebody posted a picture linking to Big E's Twitter of him flexing his pectoral muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, I'm going to mark this not safe for work. Big E's pectorals are just fantastic.
Uh-huh.
And he's making these noises in the background. Flex. And you see them flex a little bit, and then as he releases, I guess. And it's like, I don't feel good about this.
Just having too much
I mean,
fun.
I feel weird. And it feels okay, but I don't feel good. Thank you. Oh no, I'm not gonna put my phone. Look, I've put out my phone number over the air before. Justin, don't put my phone number out
I'm
over
not
the air.
going to do that.
Okay.
I would never do that to you. Again.
I did it to me.
Yeah.
Guess what? Every once in a while. Every once in a while. Oh, good Lord.
Oops.
Dude. God bless Big E.
Because
I feel we're going to get more from him than we ever could. Like, SmackDown's only a 2-hour show. Raw's only a 3-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
Big E is on 24 hours a day.
It's true.
7 days a week.
It's very true.
And I believe he's finally transcended wrestling.
Yeah.
And not that he hadn't before, but he was all somewhere based in wrestling. I think he's lost his anchor as far as where reality begins and ends. And now he's in Big E land. And there's no one to bring him back. And there's no coming back. Big E's lost his goddamn mind. And you know what? We appreciate you for doing it. He could be watching right now. Who the hell knows?
There's one way to see that happens. Sorry. I'm not trying to look down at my phone. By the way, Jessie making her first appearance on NXT tonight. I'm pretty excited about that.
Who, what?
Jessie. Oh, you didn't watch the last Mae Young, did you?
I think we were talking about that VJ from MTV, the weird fruity.
Jesse Camp?
Yeah, that guy.
No.
Floofy, for lack of a better word. Oh, dear Lord.
All right. Hey, Big E. WWE Big E, what you doing?
How deep is that question, Justin? Are you just leaving it at that?
Yeah.
What you doing?
What you doing?
Not how you doing. What you doing?
We just spent like a good 30 minutes like singing the praises of his Twitter account. The man is a lovely wrestler, and I'm highly entertained by him on television.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing is making me happier than his Twitter account right now.
You know, some people get hurt and they go away.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this private time with my family. I'm going to take a little time away, work with me, and you know what? Maybe I'll focus a little more on cardio and get myself in better shape. So when I come back, it makes the impact. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Big E's at peak physical condition at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Is Big E married?
I don't think so.
He's trying.
Yeah.
Mm.
She trying to ride?
I have to imagine he publishes that tweet. What is that? What you do? Send a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tweet a tweet. You tweeted, and then he was like, I didn't. Did I? I just did that. F it. Here we go. And I imagine he doesn't think before he sends them, and the world's a better place as a result.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man with a hell of a moral compass, and the voice of reason. And he's the King Solomon of wrestling, if you will.
Oh, my God.
And we're getting so much more of him now than we ever thought we could. He doesn't have to. He's not
We
traveling.
don't deserve him. Really, we don't deserve him. But he is the hero that we have.
But we're going to enjoy him.
We are going to enjoy every second.
Big E, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. We salute you.
Dear God.
See if we get anything on that. Probably not.
No, it's
Probably
fine.
not. It's fine. But it would be funny if he hopped in here.
Just say nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Well, speaking of nothing, I'm gonna leave names redacted, including the promotion that this happened in.
Ah, okay. The never give power to the a-holes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was the situation?
So
That one, huh?
yeah.
Then there's a third one as well. Here we go.
There's a match between two gentlemen, who
Not Jervis.
we'll say are kind of we'll call them green. They're both still pretty new, and I guess one guy thinks he's a big tough guy and decides he's going to really wrestle this guy instead of working. He's going to really wrestle this guy and try to pin him down. And you know, at first it's uncomfortable watching because you can tell that they're not working together. Like there's, you know, it's just he's pinning him down to the mat and like not pinning him, but pinning him down to the mat. And then he takes him to the outside and does a brainbuster-ish to the guy.
Oh, no.
The guy not expecting it.
Oh, no.
Because they're not working. So first the guy sandbags him, obviously, because they're not talking.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I'm going to hurt you.
essentially
Go
just,
with it. No, I'm good.
just drops him on his neck on the outside, trying to break the guy's neck. Now, that's a very, very watered down version of what happened. There is video of it.
That was going to be my next question.
There is video of it. It is, I don't want to say it's uncomfortable, but it is it's cringy.
I don't know if anything could be as bad as the cinder block earlier this year.
No.
That was some vile stuff, man.
Yeah. But this is still not great. And actually, I think Leslie was there. I think this was a promotion that she goes to. But it just, that dude doesn't need to be in the professional wrestling business because clearly he doesn't want to be a professional wrestler.
You said he's a younger dude too?
He's pretty young, I think. Calls himself like, we'll leave names out.
Oh, yeah.
Leave names out. But yeah, a bunch of people have come out, including Austin Aries, about, hey man, so you want to shoot? We'll pay your fee. Come here and shoot with me.
Angle out of retirements.
Yeah.
Where's the hero we need that we didn't know? Where's Daniel Pewter when we need him?
Yeah, right. And I can't remember. There's an MMA guy who's trying to transfer into pro wrestling. And
It's quite a few.
Yeah, Aries tagged him. He's like, hey, I think I found your next opponent, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He said, I'll pay for you to come out and,
We want to book you.
Yeah.
Hey, come here. We got a show for you.
But again, this comes back to
You want to talk over the match? No, we don't got to talk.
This goes back to Sexy Star a couple years ago.
Get in the ring.
How after what happened with Sexy Star, who was an established name,
Was
how after that happened, do you do this? You clearly don't want to be a professional wrestler.
No, that's that weird old school, hyped up adrenaline. Like, I'm not one to play into the idea of like toxic masculinity. But wait, here it is.
Yeah.
I feel like this is it. I mean, even in a relatively masculine sport or realm of entertainment, hey, here's toxic behavior. This is a dude saying, hey, I'm legitimately tougher than you. I'm going to fight you. Like, no matter what the argument was over. Like, for real, they could have like, hey, I just killed your dog. And here he is. I made him into a sandwich for you. Like, even then, it's like, can we just, all right, let's go work. Or if it's that reprehensible to you, don't work with it.
Don't get in the ring.
Don't get in the ring.
There's literally nothing.
Then more to be said to just no selling for him and walking out.
Yeah.
Just if you want to make a show of things, that ain't the way to do it. What was the end goal? Was the end goal like legit to hurt him? And then what? And there's obviously no thinking through, because why the hell would you ever do anything this reprehensible? But you let yourself get that worked up that you jeopardize your entire reputation and career. And I don't know, at what point does it become criminal activity?
If that guy does get hurt, if that guy does hurt his neck and couldn't wrestle again, that's criminal activity to me.
Yeah, I guess, man. It's I can't understand the mindset of why, but then again, that's part of my job. I deal with people that do dumb stuff all day, and that it's like, what did you do that for?
Ellie says, and I'd seen this going around too. The promoter knew it was going to happen, and
cool. Then I wouldn't recommend anybody going on his shows anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing live shows anymore.
This is goodbye.
Apparently,
hey, break that kid's neck on the way out. Cool. Well, if he knew, then
did
you
it
think
as
he
a receipt for the guy he beat down doing something to his son in a match? I don't know, man.
Hard to tell, man. I don't know, but I can't think of any situation that gets you to that point.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's been reprehensible to you and you think it should affect their career, Twitter's an amazing place. Facebook's an amazing place. We live in a very connected world. Spread that far and wide if you feel they're reprehensible in their behavior. If you sink below that level, cool. What'd you get out of that? Hey, seriously, what did he get out of this? Anything?
Nothing positive. Was
the dude even that injured? Oh, a little bit, probably roughed up a little bit. That's about the extent of it. Do you think you taught him a lesson?
Well,
you think you proved your point? You're gonna get a receipt. You messed up. I'm gonna potato you youngin. So, I'm gonna take him in there. I'm gonna stretch him. Shut up.
Assuming it is a receipt. So, firstly, why are these two guys in the ring together? If this is a possibility, if a receipt like that is coming, why would you put them in the ring together?
I don't know, man.
That's something that should be settled out of the ring.
Or
because the people in attendance were uncomfortable. Like, you watch the video and everybody's like, you just went too far, dude. Like, what'd you do that for? I mean, no one wins there. No one.
Cool. And you've ruined the entire show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, if that promoter's not doing if they're not doing the shows anymore, cool. Way to go out.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yay.
I saw this. This is
whoa, super post.
Yeah, this is what the company, I think this is what the company posted. No, this isn't. This is somebody else. The company posted something as well. At the show today, we won't say, on the kid he was wrestling, started beating him up for real, then was choking him out, and the other wrestlers had to intervene and insisted on Anderson.
God damn, so other wrestlers had to come out and stop him?
Yeah. Kid wasn't expecting it, nor should he have. This was apparently a receipt for an angle last month that involved Blank's son. Every wrestler was outraged, and everyone in the audience was shocked. Again, not an ankle. This dude tried to seriously hurt him for real. Blank promoter Strauss Blank also commented on what happened. As many of you know, this was the actual from the promotion. As many of you know, there was an incident that occurred during the event tonight. I hate to even address it publicly, but so many untrue rumors are going around. First, we apologize to the fans, to the talent, and to Blank for the situation. First rule of the squared circle is to protect your opponent, whether you like them or not, whether there is heat or not. Friend or foe, doesn't matter in the ring. Sadly, an incident happened tonight that crossed that line, but to shoot down these rumors, Blank will be okay. No one is seriously hurt. No one from Blank approved this type of situation. What was supposed to be a realistic-looking battle of generations went way too far and crossed many lines. It was unacceptable. It went too far, and nothing like this will ever be allowed to happen again.
Okay, battle of generations. This is like an older vet dude.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So he's got that older mindset.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be the gatekeeper and set people right. Show him the old ways. Had to beat him into some compliance. Cool.
Yeah.
Neat, dude.
Yeah, well. No thanks. I don't know how you do. This was apparently a TV taping, too. So,
Christ.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Fun times.
I hope you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Go back to whatever garbage day job you got and ask for more hours because you done.
You done, Jack. You done. So, we did get asked.
Says dump number 2. Get them bags.
Yeah. Speaking of that, last week's winner of, what was it? Hashtag
you're a dump.
Hashtag
get my
bags. But what was it? It was to respond to fictional shows. Anyways, Chris Witt is your champion again.
Calling out fakers.
Yes. He has reclaimed the championship. Chris Witt is your hashtag WrestleBells champion again.
Oh my.
Yeah.
A 2-time champion?
He's a 2-time champion.
Amazing.
Do we want to get the other bit of sour news, or do you want to get to what happened?
There's several bits of sour news.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get a little bit of wrap up, a little bit of end some sour from last week?
Sure.
Lars Sullivan.
Ah, yes.
I came out with an official statement that you can go down to the official statement store and buy.
Yeah, right.
Seems like not the dollar version, but like the $5 apology form statement. Put it out, and WWE's fined him $100,000.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, I'm not defending Lars in any way.
He made the statement, which is good.
Yeah. But
it's going to affect his career, which it's going to. Sorry. You made some statements. You got to stand by them, and you got to deal with the repercussions. Repercussions included a $100,000 fine for basically bringing bad press to the company.
Yep.
At a time when they're trying to be weirdly more inclusive and more worldwide all at the same time. Very tight row to hoe, fence to walk on the. It's tough.
Yeah.
And you made it tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
Like, really, I see a lot of people calling WWE out, not enough. I'm just like, I get it.
We live in a cancel culture, man.
That's true, too.
Where it's like, anything, get rid of them. Put them under the ground. They can't be seen in public ever again.
Hey, Eric.
You have to go away forever. Cool. Well, for you, yeah, but we can't cancel everything. Sorry.
That's a whole different thing. Ellie said Snickers and Papa John's threatened to drop their sponsorship if WWE... See, and that's what I was going to say. They had to do something because it's out there.
Yeah, and you know what? That's not arbitrary. That's real right there. There are real repercussions for the company, and the company has to act accordingly, and that affects the Lars directly. So be it.
I still think it would be very cool if WWE didn't do business with Papa John's anymore, but that's a whole different thing.
You've got some personal grudges to.
Well, yeah. Also, Schneider's just a shitty human, so
happens.
Yeah.
Anything to say about the Mars Corporation?
Get your ass to Mars. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And I don't know, man. You're gonna have to give Elon Musk a little more time. I don't think he's on his way.
Hey, Michael Vincent.
You have to give him a little more than 2 weeks.
Michael Vincent asked, and
Hold, please. Hi, Michael Vincent. I'm sorry.
since we're ticking down to the end of the first hour,
Yeah.
just real quickly, he did ask us about Super Showdown,
Okay.
Goldberg versus Undertaker. I see that a lot of people again griping and moaning about, oh, these old guys main event spot.
All right, Internet. Calm down. What do you want?
This is a show that you guys say you're probably not going to watch anyway.
Okay. That's
so
important,
what does it
right?
matter?
And we've also discussed before that it's a here's that word, problematic time, place, show, and venue association. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Mhm.
Again, very tight fence to paint. It's hard thing to do to
Yeah.
walk that line.
But you
Now,
notice,
Saudi Arabia is giving a lot of money,
yeah,
and they're giving a weird opportunity for WWE to pierce a market that is unpierceable.
mm-hmm.
And with that comes more westernized culture being included into a more easternized culture, and hopefully finding a happy medium somewhere where everyone can kind of agree. And weirdly, it's almost like the more we learn about other people's, the better we get along in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
In the short term, hey, who wants to go to Saudi Arabia? Show of hands.
Yeah. No thanks.
I can't put my hands any lower to the floor. You did it too. Nope. Look, man, if the top stars, the young dudes, want to go over there to Saudi Arabia, step up. Have at.
Well, you figured this is the third Saudi Arabia show, and it's the third straight decline in promotion for it. And there will likely be nothing canon that comes of it. If nothing canon is going to come of it, then why wouldn't you have Goldberg and Undertaker?
Hey,
A
look.
never before seen match.
You know what this is? This is the greatest hits, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is the old people getting together for a super group. We've got Super Troop and Super Tramp and REO Speedwagon on tour together. Hey, what the hell? Let's bring them all out on stage and we do one. Hey, here we go! Yay, amazing! And we're gonna cover Damn Yankees songs. It's weird, cool. That's for you in your town. Enjoy the. Hold on. What would be a cute couple name for Super Tramp and REO Speedwagon? REO Tramp.
Super Wagon.
Thoop. If you REO. I don't know how to get there. I'm sorry. But that's what this is, man. It's a greatest hits tour.
REO on the Super Wagon.
God damn it. We're bringing out all the old timers. We're bringing out all the greatest hits. We're playing them just like you hear them on the album. We're not going to do a 20-minute jam track to the hits. We're going to get, here's all the old folks you want to see. Also, this may be a bit for 3 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's book that Saudi Arabia show. Just who you want to see on this show? You want Yokozuna? You got him.
Christopher Brown.
You know what you got? You know what you get?
Hmm?
You get Tom McGee versus Bret Hart. That's what
Did
you
you
got.
watch that?
I have not watched it yet.
That was a fun special.
We will. I want to hit that.
It was a fun special.
Mhm.
Christopher Brown
You
says
Saudi Arabia. You want that? You got it. Find somebody named Tom.
they found him.
What?
They found Tom McGee.
Is he still around?
Not wrestling, but yeah.
Oh, I think I saw a story with that. He got the only story I saw from him was he got beat up for a parking spot or something. There's a picture of him all
Well, they
messed
didn't
up.
talk about that in the special.
Well, why would they?
Yeah. He looks old and thin.
Hey, that's my interview style. I don't know if you know this. Hey.
Oh, no wonder it doesn't go anywhere.
As I just point my weird
Finger.
No, this is straight up.
Is that your Bill Clinton?
Yes,
impression?
the '96 Bill Clinton. I did not interview that gentleman effectively. Hand right there. Hey, remember how
There's
you
Bob
got
Dole.
remember
It's Bob Dole's interview. Bob Dole taking over this interview now. Bob Dole's chair.
Hey, remember
Bob Dole's peanut butter.
God damn it. Hey. Okay, I'll stop now. I'm sorry. Remember when you got your ass beat? Let's talk about it. Well, I got my got a ass beat. Oh, that was cool. No, it wasn't. I did not enjoy. You don't really talk about that at that time.
Mm-hmm.
The only picture I've seen of modern day Tom McGee is with him, his face all like weirdly bloodied
Mm-hmm.
and messed up. It's like, ooh, that must have been a hell of a match. Oh, it was in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Christopher Brown says Super Showdown is just a throwaway pay-per-view paid for by a Saudi prince
Mhm.
who's accused of murder. That's all it is, and that's the only way it should be looked at. No storylines are going to be followed from it, most likely. I wouldn't even call it a pay-per-view. I mean, I guess technically, if you have the network, it's technically a pay-per-view. It's a house show.
It is
that is going to be on the network.
the biggest house show of all time.
Yeah.
By all means, I want a ridiculous amount of production to go into it and nobody to be there. That'd be great, man. I'm looking forward to that rematch of Doink versus Crush. It's going to be really good. You know, they both look in incredible shape. I'm looking forward to that WrestleMania 9 rematch. No, not the Giant Gonzalez. Though we can get him if you want. I'm looking forward Razor Ramon versus Bob Backlund. It's a 30-second Iron Man match. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. I'm so excited.
So yes, you are correct, Michael Vincent. It is my Dolph Ziggler shirt. Ellie says still no luck with Finn. Nope. Hey, check that out. Marty the Moth liked our picture. Marty the Moth from Lucha Underground.
Oh, hey. Oh,
Stop with that.
what?
I was just trying to get to the thing to show you that. God, love you. Hashtag WrestlePalZach, but just trying to get to this. He follows us on the thing with the thing.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
No,
But
it's
he
not.
liked the picture.
Hey.
So good
Well,
for us.
Hey, look, man.
Hey, man.
Some people like jelly babies.
Mm-hmm. That's our new tag name.
It's me. Is that what it is? There are worse tag names, Justin.
Yeah.
Seamless transitions. Is that what you want? You want seamless transitions this week?
No. Because the real seamless transition is this. Hey, man. WrestleCircus came back for an encore. They're back. Like, they've already set up their June show, too.
Okay, you say encore. That makes me worry there's like a, hey, one-off goodbye, everybody.
No, I guess it's just like, hey, let's be back. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
back.
cool. And they tried didn't they try moving to a new venue and like
Mhm.
kind of didn't work out?
Yeah.
Are they back in their other venue?
I don't know. Sure.
Whatever. I saw some pictures
You
of the
know.
matches and I see that venue. It's
indie-rific.
there's a word for it. Thank God. I was like gonna say it's the best kind of like garbage and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I want the weird exposed brick. I want them to kind of not match. Paint's kind of all over the place. I want those folding chairs, but they're those ones that have like the metal frame, but like the plastic garbage fits, like snaps on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best. Uncomfortable as hell to sit in for 3 hours, especially 4 when you have an intermission that goes forever and ever and ever. But oh my God, yes, it's everything that I wanted. Oh, you got to have the giant posts and with like curtain rod over top and the big black curtain, and that's your entrance.
Say Magnifique.
Indie-rific.
So
Fantastic.
before we get into this,
Mm.
let's give them a little love. We're going to use their hashtag for today's game. Hashtag WrestleCircus. Give us hashtag WrestleCircus acts.
Trying to follow you.
Well, what would you consider a circus act?
Bearded lady.
Yeah, bearded lady,
Okay.
clowns,
Uh-huh.
lion tamers,
Ooh. Trapeze artists.
trapeze artists.
The big ball of death where the family with the motorcycles goes in and they just ride around in circles.
The Flying Graysons?
No, man. No. Too soon?
Is it? Yeah. What
Facebook seems to think so.
up? What up, Facebook?
Yes, we know we have notifications. They're hitting us right now.
Hashtag WrestleCircus. Have fun with that. You take it for whatever you think it is. And
Figure out a way to make it work for us.
Yeah.
Hashtag WrestlePals. Hashtag WrestleCircus.
And by the way, we're going to use their hashtag because we should give them some love. I wanted to make sure that I got this in this week because I knew it was a light week for actual, for wrestling.
Mhm.
So it's like they're having this big return show I want to give them some love. They're back, and I don't like covering just WWE all the time.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's so much WWE to cover.
I like covering Twitter. But
Also
yes,
very
yeah,
fun.
but yeah. I mean, I remember like I was a very big champion in the first time around because they were like, yeah, man, Twitch is our model. We're steering into it, and the idea of hey, your bits on Twitch, tip your wrestlers. Tip you're basically tip your wait staff, but as far as wrestlers, if you enjoyed this match, you can let them know. It's a pittance of change, but you know what? It adds up. 100,000 people. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, here's $1,000 extra bucks for you. Just you enjoy because you're great.
Yeah,
it might not be that much, mind you, but still.
So I like the way with this they played into the greater wrestling scene. Because Brian Cage was their champion last year. He had 2 championships, the Ringmaster Championship and the Sideshow Championship.
Right.
And he's injured on Impact right now. So they steered into that. They're like, well, he's injured and has prior engagements, so he can't be here. He has to vacate his titles.
Okay.
So now you have a big storyline for your first show back. It basically encompasses the entirety of Encore. It bookends it. I have not seen Effie yet. I have honestly, between work and everything, I haven't had time for anything extra. It's all I can do to get my daily pod out now.
Effie?
Yes, kill Effie. Professional wrestler. Being that this is a wrestling program.
I'm going to write this down and then completely forget about it.
So they set up a 4-person tournament for the championship, and they start the evening with, by the way, Loud and Noxious. First time I saw him was at Chikara when they came, and he came over to me and my son and made them cheer for Liam.
Yay!
And
it's
just fun involvement.
Just a fun dude.
Yeah.
He's been a very critical part of Chikara at points in the history. Also, Kaiju Big Battle.
Yeah.
And if you could think of any other thing other than giant intergalactic monsters fighting and weird cartoon superheroes fighting, where else would one Loud and Noxious fit in? Oh, circus.
And he's just tremendous at his job.
Absolutely.
And
he's a like, you usually get hype men and they're like, hey, and you feel a little dirty, a little greasy about him. He is a little weirdly greasy, but at the same time, fun and delightful.
And inviting.
Have you ever wanted to cheer for a hype man?
Never.
No. You're like, okay, do your job, hype boy. Give me here we go. Yay. Yeah, okay, fine, I'll cheer. Nah, man, he'll force you to do it and you'll enjoy doing it.
So he...
A lost art.
Yeah. The first match is Desmond Xavier versus Scorpio Sky. This was my first time seeing Scorpio Sky in a singles match. Wowzers. I like that dude. I mean, I'd seen him, in the SCU bits on BTE, and I'd seen him in tag matches and 6-mans, and I had never seen a singles match.
Yeah. It's amazing how different a dude is from one place to another, or one match setting to another.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And, the only other note, Desmond Xavier is pretty flashy, which I knew because he's in the Rascals. So, Sammy Guevara sat in on commentary and was awful.
Awful how?
Just not. He kept dropping S-bombs and cursing just for the sake of cursing, it felt like.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ugh, don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of twitchy, if you will. But still, you could still be not that.
I mean, and he kept saying, Jesus. It's like, okay, man.
But did he do it as Zandig?
No.
Then not acceptable. Wait, was Jesus there?
No.
All right, unacceptable.
Who's that dude?
You may have heard of him.
So then it's a four-way women's match. Shazza McKenzie, first time I getting a really good look at her. Christy Janes, Alex Gracia, and Leva Bates.
Ooh,
as the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
She's now cosplaying as other wrestlers?
Dude, stop acting like you didn't know that. We covered a WrestleCircus show last year where she was Undertaker. She was Leva Taker. Oh, yeah. You don't remember anything ever.
No.
I forget. See? There she is.
What's up with her hair?
That's a Donald Trump wig.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did she wrestle as Cody?
Yes. She did all his moves. She finished with Crossroads.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, just like as when she was Leave It Taker, she did the tombstone and choke slams and all sorts of fun stuffs.
That's bananas. She's Mr. Mirror Match over there.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
She's found a thing.
What works on the male side of things? I'm going to do it over here in the women's matches.
She's the queen of cosplay.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Da da da. Sorry.
What I miss about indie wrestling was one of my notes, and just seeing people you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
So, like, even on Impact, I'm somewhat familiar with everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people on this card, I only vaguely familiar with, and I knew Leva, obviously, blue
Right.
pants.
Da 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 da.
And I'm familiar with the name of Shaz McKenzie, but I'd never seen her.
Right.
So this match alone, I've seen three people I've never seen before.
Isn't that amazing when you see somebody for the first time and they're really good, but it's like this person's been completely off my radar.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. It's an amazing discovery when that happens. It feels good.
Yeah. That's what I said. What I miss about indie wrestling with this is also what I love about watching stuff that's not here. Two names I'm completely unfamiliar with. And what I mean by name, you don't see a lot of women's wrestling in Virginia.
No.
At Fusion, VCW, even when SPW was running, like a match every couple of months if you're lucky. And it was always like the same, like 3 women, unfortunately. Colin Delaney jumps in at commentary on this match.
All right.
He was really good at it.
Yeah.
He was a really good color guy.
No Jesus?
No Jesus. And no, he may have cursed. I'm not anti-cursing, but
Was it oddly
can't be
appropriate?
gratuitous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people use that as
It's their crutch.
they use it
I'll
as
get back-
punctuation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get back to more on Sammy and,
When it's time to get back to Sammy.
Yeah. So the Regal Twins versus the Dirty Devils versus the Rascals for the Big Top Tag Team Championships.
Mhm.
And the Dirty Devils are kind of like the Nasty Boys. This was the hot start here is really what I want to get to. Mid-start, the intros are up on the top rope. Like, hey, check us out. We're the Rascals. And they both flip at the same time and hit the Dirty Devils with cutters on the way down.
Jesus.
The bell hadn't rung, nothing. Like, they just kind of, all right, I guess we're going.
Good Lord.
It was hot. So they did a train spot where it was somebody had like a sleeper on somebody, and it ends up with all 6 members of the tag teams in it. And then the manager lady of the Dirty Devils comes in, and she gets in on it, and then she locks up the ref. Now, this was a fun little spot because then the ref falls down and everybody gets hit with a cutter and everybody passes out.
It's the best.
The thing I didn't like is that the women just did a train spot in the match prior.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, man, this wasn't as impactful as it could have been. This was the better one. Like, I would have just not done the women's one.
What's your favorite move to see a train spot in?
What? I feel like Joey Ryan was in one where everybody was like sticking their fingers up each other's butts.
And Jushin Thunder Liger was
That's
involved
right.
in that?
Yeah.
Yes. He enjoyed it way too much.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite ever was I forget where it was. It had to be like 8 dudes, but it was like a Boston crab. It was a Boston crab. It was a damn Boston centipede. It was ridiculous. And it's just the guy at the end's just selling like he's going to die. My back's going to explode. Oh, fun stuff.
This is where I noticed that there's no tags.
Lucha Rules?
It's pretty much like Lucha Rules.
Hey,
just kinda
man,
out of nowhere.
they're down in what, Austin?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Hey, fight, guys.
I don't
make it a tornado match.
I'm not against it. I wish they kind of would have said it, though,
yeah.
as opposed to going, oh, well, they're just kind of fighting.
I gotta tell you, I kind of like Lucha Rules, man.
Well, yeah. Well, again, like,
I like a 20 count, too.
I really don't have a problem with it other than, like,
Let me know.
Yeah, just let me know. so I know what your rules are.
Mm-hmm.
If those are your rules,
Very good.
bink. If not, and they just kind of are just like, let's just do whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
It feels like there's no order, and so why worry about any order?
yeah. The Rascals are your new Big Top Tag Team Champions. Colin Delaney takes on Peter Avalon versus... So initially this is supposed to be a triple threat.
Okay.
And Lance Hoyt comes out first. Big dude. Talking about, I'm big and I'm going to beat everybody up. I hate everybody.
Okay. Happens.
Colin Delaney comes out. Peter Avalon comes out. He's a real jerk and goes, you know what? 3 people in this match is just not enough. Let's bring out another. So I think at this point, Fuego del Sol comes out.
Okay.
And he goes, you know what? This ain't good enough. Let's bring out another. And at this point, Sprida comes out. To which later on, the promoter of WrestleCircus made a tweet. Who the hell is Sprida and why was he in my match?
Good.
And then he goes, you know what? This is not enough. Let's get another one out here. And then Will All-Day comes out. So it ends up as a 6-way.
Is there a word for you have your fatal 4-way?
I forget.
Is there a word for a sinister 6-way?
It's like a 6-pack challenge. Or
Oh,
something.
I
They
never
had some
liked
sort
that
of
one.
weird. I just don't remember what they call it.
Oh, but it has to be circus related.
Yeah. Lance Hoyt is apparently calling himself American
You
Psycho.
know what? This is the clown car match.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It had that high-paced lucha style.
Yeah.
Just real quickly, Christopher Brown says, I assume you heard WWE has a passing interest in Joey Ryan. I assume so. He's a huge name on the indies. There's no way they're not checking him out. As I understand, they're interested in signing him into NXT so he can put other guys over. After a few years, transition him into backstage agent. He's actually addressed that sort of on Twitter. Like, he's playing around into it, I assume. He's like, this is my last indie booking. I might be going somewhere.
There's been a ton. Well, there's been a lot of stuff the other way with that too.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. The playing with, hey, where am I going to be?
Yeah.
Tee-hee-hee.
I don't know if I like it or not. So up next is...
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So up next is Joey Janela versus Sammy Guevara.
Who's the heel here?
I don't know.
Because Janela's an awful human being.
He is, but like...
Guevara's also an awful human being.
But he's not. Like, he's the babyface here.
Who is?
Guevara.
He is?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, they're touting him as Mr. WrestleCircus. Like, he's all clean-shaven and good-looking and...
Okay.
Oh, I'm the babyface. Smiling and stuff. He's the babyface.
Was Janela smoking?
No.
Oh.
But my first note, I don't want to cheer for either of these guys. And, you know, again, my next note is I think I'm not supposed to cheer for Janela. I mean, I think that might be my biggest problem with watching WrestleCircus. Not that I need bad guys and good guys, but with indie, it feels like...
Keep it that weird kind of basic.
It would just be, I really don't like that guy. Oh, I really like that guy. I think I'm not supposed to cheer for Janela. I think Guevara I could hate for the right reasons if he steered into it, but he was definitely the babyface.
All right.
And then, but like the final note I had was the crowd's hot. I don't know why, but they are. So I mean, ultimately that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, good for them.
So and then next,
that wasn't the end. There was more.
Oh, there's more. Jake Atlas versus Puma King. Puma King is a kitty.
What the hell does that note mean, Justin?
So he gets up on the corner, and then like he gets on his back on the middle rope, and he crawls his way into the middle, and he's just like sitting there like pawing at stuff. He's a kitty cat. I fell asleep during this match.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Well, it sounds like you had like a main event right there with Janela and Guevara.
I'm pretty sure that was like right at intermission. Intermission was Janela and
yeah. So that's the time to take the break. It's where they take the break. You're watching yourself being a kitty.
I'm actually looking at this the chat to see if I missed anything. And the next match is Sami Callihan versus JT Dunn. my note, the thing I hate about Callahan is also the thing I love about Callahan. Every single match I see Callahan do is some sort of junk street fight OVE rules. But the one thing that is guaranteed about every Sami Callahan match is it's different from the rest of the card.
You're going to like it. You're going to enjoy it. Someone might get hit in the face with a bat.
Yeah.
That was a total accident, by the way.
It was. I don't know if I necessarily liked it, but it stood out from the rest of the card. Everything else has that like fast-paced lucha, and here's a street fight.
That ends up being important. Like I said, you said you saw the train spot in 2 matches back to back.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if one's a women's match, one's a men's match. It's the same kind of spot, and that kind of diffuses you from it. You're not going to see similar spots in the in this street fight match.
No, that's not happening here.
No
way. Not no way, not no
I don't
how.
think Gentleman Jervis is going to break out a light tube.
Nope. And speaking of,
oh my God,
match of the night, hands down, match of the night. And I mean, we will cover the rest of the card, but this is absolutely the match of the night. Orange Cassidy versus Gentleman Jervis for the Sideshow Championship. So as I mentioned before, the Sideshow Championship has been vacated by Brian Cage, and they're like, you know what? This next match is going to be for the Sideshow Championship. What do you guys think? Everybody cheers.
Mm-hmm.
And out comes Orange Cassidy. And this is the first time I've seen a full Orange Cassidy match.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I've sent you clips.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of
You've
his
seen
clips.
plenty of clips. Like,
And I'm
hey,
just
look at this dude doing dumb stuff.
All right. I have to firstly say the commitment to being lackadaisical.
The lackadaisical stylings of...
Wow. Some of these things were just remarkably silly.
Some?
Most.
There you go. That's closer.
I told you there's one match you need to watch from the whole night, and it was this one.
And guess what? I watched it.
Yeah.
All right. Can we just talk about just... A good character is going to establish who and what he is the second you see him.
Yes.
His head's tilted to the side. He's got sunglasses on. He looks like he's almost asleep.
He's the epitome. I don't care.
He's got a T-shirt
My tummy hurts.
with himself on it, and that self is wearing a T-shirt with him on it. That has a T-shirt with him on it. That's like shirtless and just standing there like what? He barely moves. You want to simulate the high fives that he gave the crowd? Yeah, put your hand up. No, like this. These are the high fives. First of all, the high fives are like chest level tops, just like bumping backs of hands. No look too, just as he walks slowly around to the one side of the ring, and then rolls into the ring and just keeps rolling, and then he gets up and then he's just there.
He's just there.
He's just there, always doing something. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. That's the beauty of it. Is the juxtaposition of Loud and Noxious's giant intro for him. He's doing this over the top high energy. Crowd's hype is all get out. Orange Cassidy's just there, soaking that energy in. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, and then he gives the kind of all of his energy into a thumbs up. Just. Yep. At one point, streamers were being thrown in. And I swear he did the Daria thing from the Daria cartoon intro where the volleyball goes by her and she just puts the hand out like, oh. He just goes by me. He's just like, oh.
Excuse me, you're standing on my neck.
Oh, dear God. Thank you, Orange Cassidy. Boy, nothing could top that.
Nah, you wrong. Gentleman Jervis out next.
Christ almighty.
Comes out and hugs him, first of all. Gets a half hug from him.
He hugged everybody in the audience first.
Yes.
Individually.
Yes.
Also, his belly's getting a little shaggy. The belly's getting a little...
You may want to trim that.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, summertime. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Get cozy. Get a little buzz cut. I want to shear Jervis Cotton Belly.
I think my favorite...
That sounds like a threat. I'm sorry.
My favorite part is drop down. Drop down.
So good.
Drop down.
Yes, as Jervis is running the ropes.
Drop down.
And there's Orange Cassidy. He's barely
Drop down.
at first he's like rolling. He does like half a roll, and the call is drop down.
Drop down.
And there's like 7 of those, and then he just crosses his legs and just lays there until Jervis is tuckered out. Good Christ!
It was just fun. It was a blast. This is what I would expect from a WrestleCircus show, as opposed to
It was a goddamn fiasco.
It is funny to me that like they got a holy shit chant, which Jervis was like, "Hey, language," and they holy poop.
At which point they cheered louder.
Yes. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to leave the negativity out of it because it's not a negative from me, but it is something that I thought if WWE tried the same thing, how people would dump all over it. But this was a blast.
Yeah.
This match was super fun, super creative. It showed tons of character. It was a dude I already knew I loved versus a dude that I've been wanting to check out anyway.
Oh, man. Once the hands go into the pockets, it's ridiculous. There was a new clip of him this week where he does a friggin' tope suicida with his hands in his pocket. Lands shoulder first into the dude and just lands on his feet and just walks away. It's the goddamnest thing I've ever seen. The dude is an amazing talent. If you've seen him in his other characters, it's a hot property.
Property.
He's amazing. The commitment to this new style.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep. And again, it's just it was a blast.
Get over on doing nothing.
And so at one point Jervis is trying to rock him to sleep. Actually succeeds in rocking him to sleep.
Not hard. He's a very sleepy fellow.
Goes
quiet. The
whole crowd actually does indeed shush.
There's almost one dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's about me.
Yeah.
No. That dude should immediately be thrown out.
Yeah.
Like, get
You're ruining the show. Go away. Goes and gets a pillow and a blanket. Tucks him in.
After he kicks out in the first time.
Yes. Which, kicking out just means shifting.
He rolled over on his side.
And was stayed asleep.
I'm a side sleeper, too. I understand. Very fitful. He rolls him back over. And the ref, of course, is counting us. 1, 2. And then rolls over. God.
Oh, he kicks out.
Ridiculous.
He kicked out. No, he just shifted into sleep.
He gets the pillow and the blanket, puts him on a pillow, covers him up with a blanket, kisses him on the forehead, and then gently covers his chest. 1, 2, vicious kick out by Orange Cassidy. He kips up to his feet. It's like, Jesus, why are you doing this? With hands in pockets, by the way.
Yes.
Why? Why is this a thing? This is great.
They put this match up on YouTube, and for good reason. If you can't get a hold of the whole WrestleCircus show, watch that match.
Oh yeah,
it's the one you need.
I think the whole thing was like 17, 18 minutes, and flew by.
Gentleman Jervis winning the Sideshow Championship for the second time.
2-time champion.
2 times.
And then Orange Cassidy thought he won.
Yes, somehow.
And he puts his hands up like, "Hey, I'm winner."
Nope.
And it's like, "No, the winner is
not you."
And he just puts his hands down like, "All right," and raises the other, and Reynolds Jervis's hands. Just, "Hey, that's the dude. I'm gonna go in now." Bye.
That was my only note. You've got to at least get this one in.
Yeah.
So up next is the main event of the evening: Desmond Xavier versus Sammy Guevara. As winner is going to be your new Ringmaster champion. I did watch this match. I don't want to say I wasn't impressed. Sammy Guevara as a babyface doesn't interest me.
Okay.
There's something about him that screams, I should be a bad guy. Something about his attitude. In BTE, they've actually steered into that. And I don't know, maybe I bought into that. But there's just something about him I don't like.
Might as well use that.
Might as well. It's kind of like Johnny Impact.
What a jerk.
What a jerk. Guevara wins. He's your new Ringmaster champion. Gives a monster babyface promo afterwards.
Good.
Brings
serviceable.
Serviceable as, hey, this is clearly the babyface. This is clearly our guy.
Hey, WrestleCircus is great, and I'm here to be your WrestleCircus champion.
Well, he's Mr. WrestleCircus.
And I'm Mr. WrestleCircus.
Yep.
And I'm here for you. I'm fighting champion. I'm going to take on people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to defend it. This is going to be a good, hell of a show. Believe in this company. Believe in you, probably.
Brings out the promoter and it's like, hey, thank you for giving me a chance. Nobody gives me a chance, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly,
Scorpio
Sky, well, technically speaking, we don't know it's him. A hooded man appears.
Could be CM Punk.
Could be anybody. Wearing an AEW hoodie and
Jesus Christ.
beats the crap out of Guevara.
Uh-huh.
Gets out of the ring. Yo, check this out. And I forget what the Carnival cash-in. He has a Carnival cash-in briefcase.
I love uniformity in naming conventions.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleCircus is 1,000% committed. Oh, well done.
Uh-huh. Rolls in, hands over the briefcase, and goes, I'm cashing in. They have a short match. Scorpio Sky ends up winning and is your new Ringmaster champion.
Very good.
Very fun close to the show. You leave me with a guy that I'm supposed to hate. I hate the guy that I'm supposed to hate, not the guy that I'm supposed to like.
Oh, we had such a feel-good moment a minute ago with this dastardly son of a bitch. Man, I hope he gets his comeuppance. When's the next show? Oh, I can't wait. It's already scheduled.
Favorite part?
Huh?
Yeah. Scorpio Sky ends the close show going,
Don't get that. AEW?
mm-hmm.
Working relationship?
Probably.
Maybe.
Since they don't have a television deal, I imagine it'll be possible.
Ooh.
So,
That one. Sorry. I just want Orange Cassidy everywhere.
it's true. It's true.
Good.
Overall, very fun show. If you have Amazon Prime and can subscribe to their Twitch to watch the show, do it. It'll be worth your time.
Or if you have Amazon Prime and you want to go over to twitch.tv/ohhijustin14, you could use it there instead. First, self-promotion.
Well, I won't make any money off that until we get 50 followers, so we can get
we
subscribers.
gotta start with one.
We have 13, 14, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah, and a short time to get there. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. Why am I singing Convoy? What happened? I blacked out for a minute. All of a sudden,
time to take down these yuppie punks, Dale.
I had such a great time watching that piece
It's
of garbage.
It's garbage, but it's wonderful.
So good, so bad, so good.
We're talking about the chase, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, they know what we're talking about. Monkeys.
Hashtag WrestleCircus. Remember that. Use that hashtag and just give us a circus act. Nothing too complicated this week.
First person that calls me a bearded lady wins. I don't get to decide. But it might amuse him.
All right, close that. Close that. I was just saying that you subscribe to WrestleCircus if you cans. What else? What else happened this week, man?
Man, I got a big list of some crazy stuff. You were talking earlier with the whole Joey Ryan teasing.
Mm-hmm.
And story slipping here and there. Oh, might be talking to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it for on screen or is it for backstage? Or well, he's talking with AEW too. Well, that seems to be the pervasive story for that told me to slip in the word pervasive when talking about Joey Ryan. But I mean, with everybody, everybody's got a WWE versus AEW story right now.
Yeah.
If you're an indie guy, you're getting some sort of weird offer from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a WWE talent and you're interested in leaving for some reason, you're getting a ridiculous amount of money thrown at you. Mm-hmm. Or if they have the option to option you for more time, they are to keep you locked up because they're playing defense. They're being offensively defensive. We're going to throw money at problems, and we're going to tie up people as best we can. We don't want to help the other company. We don't. At this point, there was a time a while back when it's like, hey, Drew McIntyre, go learn the craft, and you come back better. We're going to be waiting here for you if you come back. Here we go. Nah, man. Now it's like, no, stay. I don't care how garbage you are for how long. You're going to stay. You're going to be here. How much money? Double it. You're going to stay here. Whatever they offer you, we'll double it. Stay here. And meanwhile, AEW's like, we got money. What's up?
Yeah.
And so Joey Ryan teasing, hey, could be my last indie. Whatever. A weird source that I did not expect this kind of play, because I'm calling it play.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I think it's just playing. Because I think I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE was saying, hey guys, if you want to toy around with that a little bit to get a little bit of heat on your name, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't pull a Lars.
Yeah.
But an odd source, Montez Ford of the Street Profits,
Hmm.
throwing out the idea of, hey man, maybe the Street Profits. We had a fun time down there with Evolve. Maybe we're looking to move on to greener pastures. Maybe maybe NXT ain't the place for us.
Weird.
It's like when Bianca Belair ain't going anywhere,
No.
and Montez Ford's married to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. But at the same time, who expected Ambrose to leave with a good old what's her name, Renee?
Jesus.
Renee's still on commentary there, but so be it.
Yeah.
It makes me worry, Justin.
Well,
Montez Ford, I think, could be amazing on his own.
mm-hmm.
I think he's kind of the same mold as like a Velveteen Dream. He could go and be a single star by himself, and I think he could be amazing. And he's weird, and he could be good. This does not bode well for one Angela Dawkins.
No. And here's the only credibility I'll give it. If you're a tag team, why would you stay right now?
Well, that's been the other end of that story. There's talk, and it's nothing concrete. Nobody's saying nothing. But there's the, hey, man, a lot of people feel this way. Not me, though, but I'm going to stay anonymous and throw this out there because some people said it. That kind of zero basis on anything, zero sources, but it's like I don't know, man, XFL starting up. Vince is getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once XFL starts up and he wants to focus on that, maybe he steps away from WWE and lets a little bit of the creative control slip over to Triple H, or a little bit go back to the writers and let the writers have more say over what's happening, and have more direction, and it's a little more thought out in advance and a little more cohesive instead of last minute changes that can and do always happen.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's do you want to wait I think it's 10 months before XFL comes around again?
I can't imagine he's going up against the NFL. So yeah.
So it's do we wait and hope? Do we stick with WWE for contracts up, or do we try going over to AEW? And if we do we become persona non grata at WWE, or do we check out AEW first and then maybe be the first buyback from them? 10 months is a long-ass time, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So there's a lot of uncertainty in the future because you're sitting there looking at a WWE career thinking, this is good, but man, it could be so much better on the potentially on the other side of Vince McMahon being fully in charge of creative. Or do you risk it and go with AEW, which is not yet a proven commodity, but every day has more groundwork laid, like a TV deal.
TNT, the super station, you understand?
I can't believe it. Oh my God, if that stuff comes out at 6:05, I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to get an analog wall clock, put it up like right there, put it at 6:05, remove the battery, because I want it forever to be 6:05.
I didn't even know TNT was still a station.
Well, it's pretty super. It's
TBS
basic cable.
Is the super station.
Oh, fair. Sorry. It's a basic cable channel, which is on the par with the USA. I mean, USA, they have other shows, of course. I assume TNT does as well. It's not like, hey, we're going...
we know drama.
We're not going Nashville Network. I mean, we're not going Spike. We're not going...
Neither of those exist anymore, by the way.
What's the other channel that they were on briefly? Sci-Fi? Not Sci-Fi. But we're still on basic cable. TNT is a known commodity. It's a known channel. And...
I think they show NBA on TNT.
Yeah. I mean...
Actually, I think that's NBA on NBC. So
I don't care.
Does your tummy hurt?
It does.
You got a lot of nerve asking for a banana.
I ate a lot of jelly babies. I don't feel good. I'm fine.
I don't feel good.
So yeah. So or do you try to tough it out in WWE and hope it gets better? Which is a weird position to think that's been the top of the line company for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you go to AEW, which seems to be getting better by the day?
I guess it just depends on what are you after in your career. Because,
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Do you want money? Do you want control? Do you want long term, or do you want people that have not yet instituted a health insurance but believe it's a good idea? What is your long term? What are your long term goals, and which one matches up closest to it, and which one is drifting more the direction of what your goals are? It'd be one thing of saying this is A and this is B. Well, this is A-ish, and this is kind of B, kind of a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want? Well, I want B. Well, B may not be B, and A could drift over towards B-ness. Well, A goes over here to kind of where A is, or B goes to where A kind of is. Like, oh, Jesus, I don't know what I want anymore. How are you supposed to know? Hey, it's all up in the air. I'm glad I'm not involved in that. Good Lord.
I mean, ultimately, obviously, this is a good thing for professional wrestling, the TNT deal, because it puts it on a national spotlight. It does make it a true number 2.
Yeah.
ROH has never been a true number 2. Impact when they were TNA, had a brief shining moment where they were number 2.
Ah, man, it felt like necromancy, man. They were pulling up all the old WWE, old WCW dudes and hoping for something to work, and it was kind of working for a little while, but then they just relied on it until...
Well, then they went right up against Vince, too.
Probably a bad idea.
Very bad idea.
Oops. Oopsie.
So, yeah. And then it was all downhill from there.
So, yeah, man, TNT, AEW.
I'll do my best. That's the best I can say, is to get that in every week. I have lost all my excitement for AEW, other than the fact that it's going to exist.
Well, you know what?
It's not their fault.
It may not be a bad place to be.
Yeah.
We got Double or Nothing in 10 days-ish, somewhere, a little under 2 weeks. I'll be interested to see what happens there, but I'm kind of with you on the I don't know that any of these matches matter at all at this point. Yeah. It's a show for the sake of show.
Mm-hmm.
That
being
Which said,
is fine. It's their first one.
You watch WrestleCircus. It's a show for the sake of show. Fantastic. Willing to give AEW the same benefit of the doubt. Also, I'm not gonna pay up $49.99 to watch it. I'm sorry. I just can't. I hope it's a success. I can't commit to that level. I'm too busy giving to Billy Graham. I need to pay his medical bills.
Yeah, but you got blocked, so I guess,
what the hell?
You don't have to anymore.
GoFundMe. How about never mind.
Okay, so we haven't put this out on the show yet, only because I'm not sure if it's by design or not. Because I mentioned about Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
How on BTE they're basically calling him an a-hole, and that they don't like the guy.
Okay. Yeah, but they're mentioning him.
Right. Well, and he's on the show now.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I try to watch BTE since AEW came into existence, I don't like it. And I don't know if it's by design.
You're watching Businessmen now. I got to tell you, I haven't watched it since.
The
last thing I saw was when they were doing their little countdown thing on their watches at New Year's Eve, and I was like, okay, cool.
Every time I watch it, there was a fun little thing they were doing. I don't know if they're still doing it with Kenny and Fighter Fest. Was kind of fun.
Okay.
Because he's putting together a gaming and wrestling convention called Fighter Fest.
Okay. Woods is going, I'm sure.
It seems fun.
Yeah.
But everything else just seems self-congratulatory, as opposed to these are fun guys that I want to watch evolve. It's just like, man, we great. We know how great we are. I don't know. It lost whatever it had pre-announcement.
Yeah, I can get that feel. But at the same time, I'm willing to let that be a reset for it. I don't want to go in going like, well, here's your 8 top dudes. We've got 12 dudes. These are 8 top dudes. I want them to be able to, as characters at the very least, kind of split from each other, be competitive, and have storylines, get feuds amongst themselves. The only way to get there is to kind of break down what you got, kind of start from scratch, and I'm okay with that. I want to come in the first night and have characters get established. I want schisms. I want controversy. I want conflict. I want a reason to watch. And I'm sure they're very well aware of these concepts, or else they wouldn't be where they're at. They wouldn't be tops of the game everywhere they were before they went into this. And I have to think between the group of them, there's going to be enough bit of humble to know that they can't just show up and have everybody show up for them.
The thing that bothers me here,
the shows that they've done so far, they went over the top to try to get goodwill, good vibes from.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that's going to continue, but I want to get it away so I can get excited again.
So here's the thing. Leading into All In, BTE was basically their television program leading into it.
Yeah.
It did a wonderful job of telling all the stories that they wanted to tell at All In.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine that they're doing the same thing for Double or Nothing. Now, I know they have Road to Double or Nothing as well.
Right.
But I imagine BTE is telling at least some sub-stories to Double or Nothing.
Okay.
How am I supposed to watch them if every time I turn on BTE, I'm like, ugh, no thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, like you said, I'm 100% willing to give Double or Nothing benefit of the doubt. I'm going to watch it. I wish I could afford to pay for it. I know coming out and saying, yeah, I'm going to steal it kind of sucks. But I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch it just like I watch WWE, completely open-minded.
Right.
If it's something I don't like, I will call it out as something I don't like. If it's something that's absolutely wonderful, I will say it is absolutely wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, if BTE is supposed to be their television leading into, I'm not watching it because I'm completely turned off by it.
Yeah. That's important. I mean, that's you have to juxtapose that with the, hey, if you tune into Raw every Monday night and it's 20 minutes of talking up front and you don't dig it, or it's like the authority figures coming out and having a speech with you, do you stay tuned for that and give a damn about the pay-per-view? Or do you just go like, maybe next time around, I'll wait for Survivor Series? That happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you may be at that point with them, considering that is their TV at the moment.
Yeah.
I
think the ultimate takeaway here
this is where I want to say, maybe I'll try peeking in on it and see if I dig them. Because I dig them as, like, kind of weirdly over-the-top self-congratulatory characters.
Mm.
But I can see how that could wear away at you very quickly.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I mean, I think ultimately the biggest thing isn't even them. Like, just kind of like the same thing with WWE fans. It's like, why can't we live in a world where I like both?
I don't know.
Why do people assume that there has to be sides?
As a child, I thought the same thing about WWE and WCW.
I mean,
I watched all of the pay-per-views for WWE. I watched all of the ones for WCW. I would flip back and forth during the shows, and yeah, I would stay on which one held my attention more.
Precisely.
And for me, it was usually WWE, but that doesn't mean I was totally out on WCW. There was a whole lot of stuff down there that I was enjoying as well. And anytime there was, and again, self-congratulatory, anytime there was, I know NWO was the cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime they were on screen, I was immediately turned off. Didn't give a damn.
That's how it feels right now on BTE.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're bringing in all these guys that
I was way more interested in the cruiserweights and luchadors they brought in, which kind of gets us to another sad story.
Okay, so this is a good point by Christopher Brown. BTE is AEW's answer to Total Divas in my eyes, only it's about the Young Bucks rather than the women in the company. Same effing difference. It's Matt and Nick inflating their egos, nothing more. It's not furthering AEW as a company.
Hey, man, if you're doing a show all by yourself, for yourself, might as well inflate your own egos.
Yeah.
Hey, we great. I don't believe that. You're great. I think you're all right. Me, how do you feel about you?
Well, here's what I'll say is if you're on my Facebook feed, right, you better start paying me effing money, or I'm going to block you immediately from the page. I need all of your money because I have medical expenses, and I will start blocking you because you're not a real fan if you're not giving me money. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Oh, it's a Susan B.
Mm-hmm. And what's the face? $50.
And a John F. Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
A Jack.
There
if
you
you
go.
will. A Susan B. and a Jack.
There you go. Can I stay?
Yes.
Yeah, medical bills getting paid.
Well,
Exciting.
eventually.
Oh, more with AEW?
Oh, great. What?
No, I don't. I don't. There's one other sad bit that we need to mention.
Oh, okay. So AEW, we're done talking about that for now.
Nothing in a week and a half. Do a good show, fellas. Excited to hear about it. Sorry.
I'm excited you exist.
I've got a lot of one note things, but this is the big one that I think we need to cover. That guy right there.
Yeah.
I saw the video.
Sliver Kink, I love you.
Yeah. If you have not heard, wrestler Silver King passed away, 51 years old, and it was after a health incident, because we're never going to get everything for quite some time yet. A health incident that happened in a ring. It was a match with Juventud Guerrero, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or shoot, was it? Shoot, I don't remember. I think it was Juvi. Doesn't matter. It wasn't the opponent's fault. Yeah. So Silver King, and if you don't know him like offhand, have you ever seen the movie Nacho Libre? He played Ramses, or the main bad dude, or main dude with the big gold mask and stuff like that. Great dude, because even Jack Black came out on Instagram. It's like, oh man, I love this dude. He was great. Loving the Sliver Kink.
Sliver Kink, I love you.
Yes, but
Psychosis, I love you.
I ended up watching the video of it, and man, that was some sadness. I mean, I watched the Pero Aguayo thing when it happened, and oof, that was rough. I watched the cinder block thing. Oof, it was rough. I'm drawn to the bad stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Morbid curiosity, but he was down on the mat, goes to get up, and then he like can't get up.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of goes back down, and the opponent gives him a little like kick, like, hey, what? Yeah, I getcha. Uh-oh. And he's like not getting up. Now at this point in any other wrestling company, you'd see the X go up. You'd see, hey man, we need to call this off. Mm-hmm. Ring the bell. Something's wrong. Let's get him some help, because that's most important. Mm-hmm. This ref looked friggin' clueless. Now, hey man, he may have froze up in the situation. That's cool. But then the opponent goes to roll Silver King over for a pin. Like, okay, we got to finish the match. We're going to finish the match. We're gonna roll over and pin. Ref goes to count 1, 2, hangs the hand at a half. Silver King has not moved at this point. And then finally just 3. It's like, oh, for Christ's sake with this. This is just garbage awful. Then an opponent can't help at this point, because at this point your job as the opponent is to draw attention to you, as to not draw attention to the individual having a medical emergency while he's getting helped. So he goes up on the ring post, hey, I'm a winner. I win. I won a thing. I'm not going to attack this dude anymore because holy Meanwhile, the ref is just like, yeah, that dude did win. Good. Well, that's cool. Meanwhile, Silver King's barely moved.
Not indicating, hey, man, maybe somebody should get in here.
Anybody should get in here. Help, please.
This is not how this was supposed to go.
No. Hey, maybe something's wrong. It was like a solid 3 minutes.
Ugh.
A solid 3 minutes that he's just laying there before they get some help there to him. And dude, seconds matter, man.
Yeah.
Now, hey, man, he could have been on his way out the second the incident happened. Boom, things happen, and he gone. Sorry, life's fragile.
Yeah.
Happens that way. But oh man, I can't help thinking, damn, if they could have got some help there to him faster, would be saying, hey, health scare for Silver King instead of
dead AF.
Yeah, So longest stretch in a video I've watched in a long time. Where it's just like, help him. Now, granted, I'm on the outside. Mm-hmm. I know what I'm looking at going into it. And it's like, damn.
Christopher Brown says longer than that. It was more like 5 minutes.
I know. It felt like forever. It felt like forever, and it was just awful. But yeah, Silver King has passed. Went in the ring, which very few people get to say they have. But I don't know that you want to do. You don't want to do that, but man, it adds to the legend. But hey, you know what else is cool? Living.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sad note, everybody.
Sour.
Sad note.
That was the sour news.
Yeah.
One of the sour.
I loved Silver King, though.
newses.
Because he was like a stocky. Because they also introduced him as luchadors, and they're all flying around. Silver King was a big stocky dude. I
Yeah.
loved him.
Him, La Parka, love them.
I love La Parka. I still
El
love him.
Dandy.
All right. He never pinched anybody, damn it. I looked. Search El Dandy matches.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy?
I'm glad that's really loud, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brett. Hey, Justin.
Uh-huh.
You ready to get into some more things, or you feel like some more news you should do? I got several.
I feel like let's do this.
Yeah?
This, because it's 57. So this real quick, this, and then that'll be the way out.
Yeah. Dig it. Those are two separate things.
Oh.
You could take one. So, yeah.
Wait, no, because we have a bit for that. So this, and then that'll be the way out.
Okay. There we go. Very sad that Kairi Sane and Io Shirai are not the Sky Pirates.
I know, right? Great name.
And it was like, hey, is this legit? Is this canon? And then it was. And it was like, yeah, this is great. Hey, all of a sudden, Paige's got a tag team. Here, it's Kairi Sane and Asuka. All right. Neat, dude.
They're rebuilding the tag division that they just put together.
Yeah.
Like they had teams.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand Nia Jax's injury kind of put a damper on that, but there was no reason to break up the Riot Squad. Clearly, none of them are on television.
No, Nia Jax tore a couple ACLs, right?
Yeah.
You don't see her on Twitter hitting on Becky Lynch's mom. Just
Yeah.
saying. Big E should learn from Nia Jax.
No, you're wrong.
Wait, Nia Jax.
Strike that, reverse it.
I want to see them doing cute therapy together. It's going to be great. But yeah. So, and they have a name for the team. Kabuki Warriors.
What?
Okay. The initial reaction, I think you and I had the same initial reaction, is like, problematic.
Not great.
For real. And then it was, I think Paige has since tweeted on it's like, no, that's what they kind of wanted to name themselves. Sorry, I didn't do this. I've done a lot of stuff. Not this one, though. Apparently they wanted to call themselves Kabuki Girls first, to which they were like, it seems a little... We were saving that for the War Raiders. We're going to call them the Kabuki Girls next week. So, Kabuki Warriors. Oh, okay.
If that's what they wanted to be called, cool.
If you look at the Kabuki styling, and compare it and contrast it with Asuka, and she's even put a tweet out kind of comparing and contrasting the two. Okay.
So you're telling me we should watch Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD?
Yes.
You want to do that?
Now.
Okay.
Show's over. Good night. God bless you all for coming out. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Russell Simmons?
Sanala.
Sadate. Jesus.
So the Kabuki Warriors, huh?
Kabuki Warriors.
That's what they want to call themselves? Then that's what they want to call
I
themselves.
guess. I don't know what that has to do with a pirate, though, but cool. Don't ever take that
Paige.
captain hat off of her.
Christopher Brown said, it was the girls who chose their name, right?
Yes. Yeah. All right. So, okay. I'll back off.
That's good then.
Yeah, fine. I'm still sad that it's not Sky Pirates, but
Yes.
I will always be sad that it's not Sky Pirates. All right. So, did you watch the crazy match that everyone talked about, even though it's 100 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Bret Hart versus Tom McGee.
Mm-hmm. They did a whole thing around it, like
that was
documentary.
That was going to be one of the big StarCast gets. Is like, hey, we got this secret match that WWE doesn't know about that they should have. It's the Tom McGee tryout match with Bret Hart. It's supposed to be really good. It's a holy grail of wrestling, and we're going to show it exclusively. Oh shit! It's on the network. The WWE says, yeah, we do have that. Give me a special together. They put a promo package together in a second. Show the match. Hey, they wanted to show it as exclusive. No, we're going to show it today. Tune in after Raw for a big F you to those dudes.
Well, I mean, and yeah, I guess everybody views it as that, and I'm not saying it's not.
Whatever. I hope they still show it, and I hope they get a good big reaction to it.
There's no reason that they shouldn't, but also WWE kind of owns the footage. So
I believe WWE has let them. It's like, go ahead, show it. We're going to show it first, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cool.
Anywho,
So yeah,
it was a fun documentary too. Anything that features
Hey.
Cassius Ohno.
you know what I want to do? I want to give. Does Tom McGee have a GoFundMe? Because I want to give to that one, just that one, only that one.
At the end of it, Bret Hart, they ask, "Would you watch the match if we had it?" Would you have it? And then they asked Tom McGee, and he's like, "You sure? I'd love to watch it." And then they watch it, and then we watch it.
Did they put them together?
No,
Oh.
they were in separate places.
That would have been adorable.
Yeah. But Cassius Ohno at some point says they thought they had their future world champion here,
Yeah.
and they did. Just the wrong guy. Funny how it works out.
Weird, huh?
Because this is
Weird.
like
They were looking at old Tom there to be like the next
he was
Hogan.
the next Hogan. He was
Mhm.
supposed. They slotted him as the next Hogan, but they never told him that.
What happened? Wrestling happened.
Wrestling.
You never know. Some dude you think he's got everything, and then all of
He
a
had
sudden
the look. He had the move set. Well, no, he didn't have the move set.
All right.
But neither did Hogan. You put him in the ring with the right people, though, and
looks like $1 million.
because
And if you have $1 million, superstar Billy Graham needs
he wants you to be his fan and give him all of that money.
show me he's a real fan, but paying his medical expenses. Christ almighty. I'm going to go like his page. And then unlike it. Ah! Woo! Oh, what? Oh,
They're
my
telling us
God.
after we have to go.
They're telling us we got to go?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Yeah, yes, they are. I got to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, okay. You got one more thing?
No,
Okay.
that was my whole thing.
I got one more things. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this one first because there's
Yes.
a bit for that one.
Okay. People are starting to rumble. Sheamus retiring?
I wouldn't be surprised because he's got shitty neck.
Happens.
So like
The old
The
shit neck.
the fact that he was able to wrestle as long as he did
Mhm.
after finding out he had shitty neck.
And now this is nothing's because people are like, hey, Drew McIntyre, you're from that area of the world. You should know about him. Aren't you all related? To which he's like, no. And then he headbutts him in the face.
Mhm.
And then he's like, I don't
The
know.
Glasgow kiss is the
Yeah.
best.
He did it to a Samoan and it hurt the Samoan, so you know it's effective. He said, no, I don't know that Sheamus is retired. And people have asked Cesaro, and Cesaro's been like, I like coffee.
Mhm.
And like, And Cesaro's doing some single stuff.
Mhm.
Looking good doing it, too.
Mhm.
So there may be something to the rumors, just rumors. But, oh, man, it would be sad if Sheamus retired.
Well, yeah, because they had finally, again, with the bar, figured out a way for me to care about Sheamus.
Yeah.
Because I always liked him, but like didn't.
My favorite
never
thing ever
cared about
was I'll fight him. 3 words, and that solidified him as a badass babyface, and it was good for a minute there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fight him. Step it up. Good stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it's called shitty neck. Edge had shitty neck too.
It happens. All right, Justin. The last one more thing.
Yep.
It's big news.
All right.
Big news. They've officially come out with it.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch,
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, they're dating.
Power
S-
couple.
s- Absolutely.
Mhm.
This is, and this. You know what this gives us a chance to do, right?
Did you see Rusev response to that?
What did he say?
He said, "I won't." Actually,
Was he being a garbage?
I wonder if Becky and Seth are going to get in trouble.
Probably.
No,
Oh, and I saw Seth's response to that. Not on Rusev Day.
nobody gets in trouble.
Hashtag Rusev Day.
But think about it. One, Rusev and Lana were in a television angle
Mm-hmm.
where they were against each other. I mean, obviously not fighting, but like
Yeah.
Rusev was the bad guy, Lana was the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got married and posted all over Instagram.
Yeah, it's probably a bad idea.
Whereas this was posted by WWE.
Mm-hmm. They
There
they
is a
waited
difference here.
until it was probably okayed for that to come out.
Yeah.
Becky Rollins, Seth Lynch. Wait, no, I got that wrong.
Mm-hmm.
See, they're almost inseparable as it is.
Mhm.
That's why I'm thinking, Justin, we have to give them a proper celebrity couple name.
Mhm.
Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch. I want to give you my best one. Are you ready? Because I think I got this. I know. You ready?
I got it.
Rollins.
The men.
What?
The men.
God damn it, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad at you.
No, you're not.
No, hold on. Not because I'm mad at you, because it's so good. Damn it. 2-man power trip? It's already taken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
The men.
Yep.
Hashtag the men. Justin, you win. Justin wins, everybody.
Now
What?
give me all your effing money.
Yeah, you're getting blocked, sucker.
I'm going to block you. This is going to be my new tactic from now on.
Just full on confrontational and calling out people by name.
Yeah.
Is that what we want to do?
Hey, you.
Oh, no.
Person X, you didn't give me money.
Careful. Watch out. He's on a rampage. Holy hell. I'm doing quick sells because I'm going to sleepy buys. Hey, everybody's hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig the show. Follow us everywhere we do the things. Most important place right now is to go twitch.tv/ohhijustin14. That's where we stream on Twitch. It's a safe spot. We haven't got kicked from there yet. We didn't get kicked from Facebook this week, though, either, did we?
No.
Very good. So you can go to that page, facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. Go there, follow it, participate in the chats. If you can't give a buck to get behind us, we understand. It happens. Participate in the chats. Say hey to us. At least one of us will respond back, probably, maybe. It's that guy. It's great.
Boom.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at me there for a second. I was like, that's wrong. Stop it. Oh, God.
To answer your question, Ellie, no, he's not being more social.
But if you... No. A little less so. I'm slipping into deep, dark depression and sadness. More on that later. Buy myself into a pillow. But if you do want to give that buck, hey, man, patreon.com/ohhijustin, OHHI Justin. Go there, throw a buck. It's the home of hashtag WrestlePals. Not only that, but wait, there's more. Deprogram, the finest music show on the internet. Check it out. There's a band you dig, a band you want to dig. That'll get you into them. Your music show, the second finest music show on the internet. I love billing it as that. It makes me happy. Home of the Oh Hi Justin Pod, which is exclusive if you're a Patreon subscriber. Get a daily or get a delving depth into the. It's the Justin Show. It's great.
Too many D's for my liking.
I think that's sexist. I'm not sure. Wait, no, sexiest. There we go.
Sexist, I'm just sexiest.
And it's also where you can find the These Schools demo tracks.
Yeah.
And EP.
Yeah.
What?
And soon to come full-length album.
Goddamn
Got 11
madman.
songs.
Oh yeah. But if you want to get the, if you want to see the video backlog of the show, YouTube, search for spell it out hashtag WrestlePals. If you don't want to see our ugly mugs, perfectly understandable. You can get the podcast anywhere you can get podcasts. Search for hashtag WrestlePals.
That's right.
If you want to reach out to us, easy enough. You can get the show on Twitter at WrestlePalsVA. It's Justin, though. It's
me.
Come on, it's just Justin. If you want to reach out to us individually, hey, man, that's cool, too, somewhat. Justin's easy to get a hold of, too. And he may even respond as well. At the Hulkster on Twitter. Go ahead, say hi. He likes it.
I do.
He likes it. He'll even tell you, hashtag you the best.
That's right.
If you want to reach out to me.
Good luck.
At, what is it? It's down there.
The Nate Project.
At the Nate Project? That sounds silly. At the Nate Project. I will see the notification. It'll make me feel very awkward, and my butt will clench up. So if that's what you're into, by all means, have at. See what happens. Know that you've affected my day. And it's usually in a positive way. Thank you, probably. Oh, I thought that was the last hit. I thought I had timed it up perfectly.
Almost.
Damn it. Almost?
Yep.
All right. Well, then I'm the men. That was perfect. Damn it, I'm mad. Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals. I lost my keys and my little doggy's bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words to AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.